Ballista botnet takes advantage of unpatched TP-Link vulnerability, affecting more than 6,000 devices. Android applications containing North Korean spyware discovered on Google Play. FCC establishes a national security unit to address state-sponsored threats to U.S. telecommunications. 404 Media reports the extensive list of over 200 sites being monitored by an ICE surveillance contractor.
A comprehensive report on the next-generation Xbox is expected to be released in 2027, while an Xbox-branded gaming handheld is anticipated to launch later in 2025. Within just 1 week, Saudi Arabia has acquired Pokémon Go and a significant portion of Street Fighter's esports industry. Microsoft's latest innovation, the Xbox Copilot, will serve as an AI gaming coach.
Greenland's gradualists towards independence triumph in the election, coinciding with Trump's promise to control the region. Trump envisions the U.S. annexing Greenland, despite a NATO leader informing him that the organization will not engage in any potential takeover. Additionally, Greenlanders reportedly reject Trump's advances, with rare earth minerals influencing coalition discussions. The Pentagon is reportedly instructed to offer military options to guarantee U.S. access to the Panama Canal, according to a memo. Meanwhile, China advises C.K. Hutchison to reconsider its Panama ports deal, criticizing the plan to sell Panama Canal ports to BlackRock as spineless. 10 months prior, China secured the bid to construct Georgia's new Black Sea container port. Putin and Lukashenko have signed a protocol allowing Belarusians and Russians to vote in local elections in each other's countries.
JP Morgan reduces its price forecast for Tesla shares, anticipating decreased deliveries. BMW reports a 37% decline in yearly net profit and cautions about weak Chinese demand. Mercedes introduces an entry-level electric sedan as a competitive move against Tesla.
Pete Hegseth plans to reform U.S. military lawyers to ease war rules. A UN probe declared the Israel attack on a Gaza IVF clinic a genocidal act. Migrants still at Guantanamo Bay have been relocated to Louisiana for deportation, with Trump considering the Wartime Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to facilitate these deportations back to Guantanamo.
The New Republic states that Trump's FBI is taking steps to criminally charge significant climate organizations, and the EPA head intends to reverse numerous environmental regulations, among them those concerning climate change. Bill Gates' climate group has reduced its policy teams in the U.S. and Europe. Los Angeles experiences a major winter storm, prompting evacuation warnings, rescues, and a tornado.
Oracle is leading contender to help run TikTok in New Deal. In the U.S., Senate unveils its bid to curb U.S. investment in China as House waits. Don't use China as a hedge against U.S., Beijing's envoy warns Japan.
Research indicates that 1 in 15 adults in the United States has personally encountered a mass shooting. A study has discovered connections between hostile tweets and the individual's upbringing as well as legal issues. Meanwhile, millions of individuals are joyfully participating in Holi, the vibrant Hindu festival of colors.
Putin calls for the army to liberate the Kursk region while Ukraine retreats. Reuters indicates that Russia seeks proposals from companies for sanctions relief. The Kremlin communicated to the U.S. that it did not wish for Trump's Ukraine-Russia envoy to participate in peace talks.
Astronomers have found 128 new moons around Saturn. Unlike Earth, Mars's middle atmosphere seems to be influenced by gravity waves. The rescue of stranded astronauts is postponed due to a launch cancellation by SpaceX and NASA.
Meta AI achieves 80% accuracy in reconstructing typed sentences from brain activity. Apple is developing an AirPods feature capable of live translating conversations. IBM's CEO believes AI will not replace programmers in the near future.
Khalil takes legal action against Colombia and lawmakers to maintain the confidentiality of activists' names, while Jewish demonstrators inundate Trump Tower's lobby to call for Mahmoud Khalil's release. Yale halts a Palestine activist following an AI article associating her with terrorism. In the United States, prestigious universities are implementing stricter budgets and limiting admissions due to federal funding instability, and Harvard has paused hiring as Trump contemplates withdrawing funding.
Elon Musk claims that Doge is present in nearly all federal agencies and intends to increase the staff by twofold. Doge suggests reducing the IRS workforce by approximately 20%, and Bloomberg reports that Doge has 10 employees at Social Security searching for deceased individuals. The U.S. Postal Service plans to reduce its workforce by 10,000 following an agreement with Elon Musk's Doge. Elon Musk secretly visits the NSA after stating the agency requires an overhaul. A U.S. judge mandates that Doge and Musk provide records related to cost-cutting measures. Reuters indicates that Trump is aiming to establish minerals refining operations on Pentagon bases to enhance U.S. production. According to sources, Dollar General alerts that the financial situation of low-income Americans is deteriorating. Citigroup intends to significantly reduce IT contractors and hire employees to enhance controls.
Seattle Kraken's Montour scores the NHL's quickest overtime goal in just 4 seconds. A biopic about Tiger Woods is being developed, with Barack and Michelle Obama reportedly in discussions to serve as producers. Versace is entering a new phase as Dario Vitale assumes leadership, following Donatella's decision to step down.
Trump warns of a 200% tariff on European wine and champagne following the EU's suggestion to tax American whiskey. Tim Wall states, "We wouldn't be in this mess if we had won the election." The Hill notes that reductions in NASA's budget might hinder America's plans for Mars, potentially leading to the cancellation of significant space missions.
Anthropic's CEO suggests an AI quit job button, leading to doubt. OpenAI states the AI race is concluded if training on copyrighted material isn't deemed fair use, labeling DeepSeek as state-controlled, and advocating for bans on PRC-produced models. French publishers and authors file a lawsuit against Meta for using copyright works in AI training.
Mozilla claims that Google's final remedy proposal in the US DOJ case will negatively impact independent browsers. 13 months ago, iRobot, the maker of Roomba, expressed substantial doubt about its ability to continue after Amazon terminated their deal, leading to a 31% staff layoff. UB Tech from China introduces a $41,000 humanoid robot as part of its effort to create more affordable machines.
Japanese scientists have successfully produced a large number of cells for sperm and eggs using human-induced pluripotent stem cells. Beam's base editing therapy has demonstrated proof of concept in a rare lung disease. Research indicates that brain aging undergoes non-linear transitions, pointing to a midlife critical window for metabolic intervention. SoftBank and OpenAI will operate AI agents at the former Sharp LCD plant. The Financial Times highlights that DeepSeek prioritizes research over profit, unlike Silicon Valley. Singapore prosecutors reveal that a U.S. server fraud case includes $390 million in transactions. 3 weeks ago, 3 men were charged with fraud, and the cases are connected to the suspected relocation of NVIDIA chips.
BBC executives argue that the World Service should receive complete state funding to combat disinformation. Meanwhile, Newsmax has agreed to pay $40 million to settle a defamation lawsuit related to the 2020 election. Additionally, Meta's community notes will incorporate open-source technology developed by Elon Musk's X. Comcast secures a $3 billion agreement to retain the rights to the Olympics until 2036. Spotify introduces an initiative to release audiobooks by independent authors. The unproduced Star Wars Underworld television series by George Lucas was estimated to have a production cost exceeding $2.4 billion. Trump requests Supreme Court permission to implement a birthright citizenship ban in certain states. The U.S. and Israel are considering Africa as a destination for resettling Palestinians displaced from Gaza. An international group of Catholic bishops is participating in a march and vigil in Texas to protest against what they describe as immoral mass deportations.
Musk suggests Stalin and Hitler were not responsible for the millions of deaths. It was public sector employees who did. Trump accuses Schumer of being a Palestinian while justifying GOP spending bill, egg prices, and tariff policy. Washington Examiner observes that America is going through a Christian awakening.